Hi everybody, Robert Dyer, and welcome to the Robert Dyer channel, where tonight there's a terrible snowstorm outside, and fortunately I'm inside with the supplies I've stocked up. Not only several Mountain Dew varieties, but I always try to get a box of these when it's going to snow, if not more than one box. Chicken and a biscuit crackers from the Bisco. I've been eating these since I was a kid. They came out in 1964. Well, I have to say, although these are 5 stars and I recommend you try them, I have to admit that they have changed the recipe since I was a kid, and they would be, back then they would be 6 stars out of 5, kind of like the Big Mac or the Whopper. But also, like McDonald's, recipe changes made because of the fads of American diets as they come and go. It's pretty much universally accepted that while McDonald's still makes the best fries, they used to be even better when they had beef tallow and other ingredients that have been removed. So same kind of situation with these, but they still, the thing that has stayed constant is they still have the same chicken flavor that they put on the powder. It's just that when I was a kid, these used to be really greasy, and they had a lot more of the powder on, and they were obviously a lot more decadent back then. So it's sad that things change in that way. But here's another classic American product, but one that's of this century, and that is Mountain Dew Code Red. Now, I have never had this before because I'm not that big of a fan of cherry flavor, and also you can't get it here that easily in my area. A lot of the even more rare flavors you can't get it all around here. I usually have to go out of town. But this was the first special flavor in 2001, and it's regular Mountain Dew with a rush of cherry flavor. Code Red, red alert for this terrible blizzard. And as I alluded to earlier, I actually picked this up at Sheetz, not in any store in my area. Now the aroma, definitely a strong, like a maraschino cherry aroma. Let's pour some out. And you can see the red color. There you get a little bit more of the citrus element once it's into the cup. Let's go ahead and see how it tastes. Well, I say the flavor definitely carries through from that maraschino cherry aroma. You know, I like this a lot better than the Mountain Dew Ice Cherry I recently reviewed. I would describe this as being closer to Cherry Coke. If you've been watching for a while, you know I have my cherry flavor spectrum. On the far good side, you have Cherry Coke, which is just about as good as it gets, even for someone like me who doesn't like cherry flavor that much. I love Cherry Coke, and that is a delicious cherry flavor. Then the other side, you have the cough syrup, sort of medicinal fake cherry flavor. So this is more to the Cherry Coke side, I think, than the Mountain Dew Ice Cherry. taking a gander out front, I saw there was no way to dig out the jalopy. A gasper and walked down to the general store. When I got there, there were a couple of bricks standing inside the door, but I gave them the wind. That's when the proprietor stepped up and said the shelves had been picked clean of provisions. Okey doke, pretzel bender, I said. Shotgunned a sarsaparilla from the soda jerk and stuck my finger in the electric socket and said, by the power of Grayskull, I said, take your hands out of your pockets. I said, I thought you'd never ask. Then I laid out the rest of those thugs on the floor, and they're all gonna be needing pine overcoats. Bottle of milk and an apple pie, and skedaddled on home on my getaway sticks. See you in the funny papers. 23 skidoo.
23 skidoo. Woo!
I was pleasantly surprised with the flavor of this. As I say, I'm not a big fan of cherry, but this is pretty darn close to the cherry Coke. I also like maraschino cherries on top of my brownie sundae. And I like the cherries that come in the fruit cocktail by Del Monte. So I think if you like those like me and cherry Coke, then this one is going to be pretty good. So even though I will tend to, I think, still favor some of the other flavors over this personally, I don't think I can go wrong by giving this 5 stars. Hope you like this video. Share it with your friends. Please subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.